You know, these are some very strange times that we have been living in for the past couple of years, with the way how technology constantly advances. Also, especially being the fact that everybody and their mama has a social media account or access to any social media platform. Now, me personally, I don't care who has social media or how they use it. That's their business. However, the issue that I have is when it comes to entertainment, especially comedy, people always seem to have a big issue with it. Now, in a previous video that I did about Tropic Thunder, I said that comedy is a sincere form of flattery. And if you're a celebrity and you do some dumb stuff that you have no business doing, you pretty much make yourself an easy target. But when it really boils down to it, man, as you see in the title of the video, I've always wondered this question. Has social media ruined comedy? Now, let's go back to the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, when social media was not a thing. Anything ranging from Sanford and Son, The Jeffersons, even in movies with Eddie Murphy's earlier films, even with movies from the 90s and the 2000s, offensively comedic films. Hell, take Blazing Saddles, for example, which came out in the 70s, which I'm going to soon do a video on. You talk about calling out the BS that's out there and people can sit back and laugh at it and no one gets offended. But nowadays, thanks to the existence of social media, people love to dig into the past to talk about, well, this offended me and I don't like that this person said this over 30 years ago. Well, how does that affect somebody's daily life? It shouldn't. I've said it time and time again. Anybody who is offended by anything on social media, there's nothing wrong with logging off and going outside to touch grass and try to interact with the birds, the bees, the flowers, and the trees, and people that don't mind you taking up their personal space, all right? Because, see, comedy before social media, again, people can have a good laugh about it. And for the folks out there that got offended, we did not know that you were offended. And to be quite frankly, in the words of Mike Tomlin, we do not care, especially me. So, to answer the question, has social media ruined comedy? Well, let's kind of paraphrase what DMX said in Romeo Must Die. Bullets don't kill people, people kill people. So with that being said, social media hasn't destroyed comedy. People who use social media for the wrong reasons, they have destroyed comedy. And that's not fair to people like myself who love comedy. And it's not fair to the people who use their comedy as an art form because that's what they love to do. And in all honesty, if anybody is offended by comedy and they don't have a sense of humor, then ask yourself this one question. Why are you here? And even furthermore, why do you care? You shouldn't. All I have to say is this. Just because you have sensitive people out here that don't have a sense of humor, that doesn't mean you have to ruin the fun for the rest of us who do have a sense of humor. Just my thoughts, just my opinion, and as always, just saying.